all of the properties, and for, all students in Lagos, all prospective students in Lagos State, including the present one, to continue their education. Wats Lagos should continue its operation in Lagos while we have another extension of Wats in Mala, Ogun State.
Thank you. The answer, it's already been answered. The answer is no. No, the decision has been made. I hope everybody understands this. The decision has been made. Hello? My sister. Are you hearing me? The decision has been made to become a part of ACU and eventually move our campus to Ogun State. I think that in the future, Wats should have a role to play in Lagos. That's my conviction, at some point in the future. But right now, we have neither the financial nor the administrative capacity to be located in two separate places and to become a vital part of a university. It's just not possible. The money is not there, and the administrative capacity is not there. So it's a pretty simple question. Okay, but look, I said the transition committee is going to look very, very carefully at what is this process, how long does it take, how do we carry it out. Okay, nothing is going to be done in haste whatsoever. It's going to be done slowly, and it's going to be done carefully. Okay? Anyone else? Maybe one or two more questions.
Sam, please, one more question. Please.
No, is there somebody else? There's somebody way in the back. If you have a question, come up in the front. No, don't go way back there.
Come, let the person.
If you have a question, come forward.
Come front now.
Come forward.
Okay?
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. My name is Sabo Promise. I am an alumnus of Wats, and I've been part of this community for a minimum of 7 years. I want to ask as an alumnus, because I know that the Alumni Association is an integral part of this community, and a crucial decision as the one already taken should not be done outside of them. So I don't know how has the Alumni Association been taken along in this decision, because everything that happens in the next few years based on this decision already taken will affect every member of the Alumni Association.
Thank you. That's a very fair question. The fact is that the alumni are very well represented at every decision level that we have gone through. They are very heavily represented there, and they have spoken. Our governing council is made up very heavily of alumni. There are alumni among our trustees. There are alumni on our administration. So yes, alumni are very involved. And they have been involved, and they've been consulted. So yes, yet, ultimately these decisions have to be made constitutionally at the proper level. And that was done. So we care about our alumni. By the way, we want to see our alumni get much more involved. And I know this is one of the burdens of the provost, to get much more involved in the financial support of the seminary. And we hope we're going to see that improve this year especially. One last question there in the back, please.
My name is Tosi Adesowa. I'm a junior student for 7. Mine is not a question but an appeal to everyone. Please, what is very, very important to all of us. And I want to appeal so that this good thing that is being planned does not end up as a court case. So my appeal in that agreement is a multi-year plan. A multi-year plan is not a 1 year, it's not a 2 year. And I thank the founder for reading that agreement. A multi-year could be 10 years, could be 15 years. And the appeal is, within that period, everybody will be on the same page. Because if we are not on the same page, disunity does not fast-track progress. So I'd like to appeal to the founder and visionary. Thank you, and you're doing a great work. I want to also thank God for the Government Council and the Provost and everybody that signed that agreement of a multi-year movement. I think we should give it time. Let's see how everybody will sit together and we come to an agreement and the movement will be smooth. We should not end Wats in the pages of the newspaper. That is my appeal. Thank you.
All right, let me just make a closing comment before I hand it over to the Provost, because I think we need to hear from the Provost. I have heard some accusations that I have done things on my own initiative and that I have done things for personal gain. And I just wanted to clarify that. The founder doesn't have any ownership whatsoever over anything at Wats. I don't own anything. Okay? I don't own it. I can't sell properties because I've never owned properties. It just doesn't work that way. Missionaries typically come into a country with their own support. I haven't taken support from Wats. Instead, I have pumped every bit of my money. Last year, my church was the single biggest domestic donor for Wats. And yet I've been told by uninformed people that I withdrew my church support from Wats. We were the biggest single domestic donor to the tune of over $16,000. So I don't own anything. There's no personal economic benefit. In fact, my wife and I know this is the first time since we arrived in Nigeria 40 years ago that we have no salary from anybody. Anybody. Up until December, I was on salary from my church, New Beginnings International Church. That is 100% finished, and I'm on my own. We have a small U.S. government pension, which is helpful. It keeps us going, and we're okay. We don't ask for anything else. I have the sum total of $75 in savings. That's it. Both here, but I don't have any savings here, but I happen to have $75 in the U.S. If you need $75, come and see me. That's just the way it works. Okay? I don't own a vehicle. I don't own any property anywhere. I could, but I don't. Because those things are not important to me. And by the way, I hope you own property somewhere, and I hope as many of you as possible have your vehicle. Go for it. If God is leading you in that direction, fine. I get vehicles loaned to me. Here, use this. All I'm saying is that I don't think I have any iota of selfish motive in anything that I'm doing. I want to make that clear. And then secondly, all of the decisions that are being made collectively. And I hope that's been clear from what I've explained to you. We're moving together on this. And we're asking for you to be patient and to do your best to pray for all of us and then to get behind us. Okay? God will bless you for that. I want the provost to come and give us any remarks.
Good afternoon once again. Good afternoon, sir. I want to thank Professor Garrison Maxey, founder of the seminary, for his expansive explanations and patience. Let me quickly say that it has been a tortuous journey to get this far, and we were not in doubt that it is going to be a very complex thing to do. And that's why I want to take off from what Brother Besnowa said, that when the clause for a multi-year arrangement was made, it was to ensure that all interests, particularly that of Wats, must be protected. And indeed, there are at least 5 conditions that cannot be read out here that is part of that agreement that was signed in December.
Thank you.
So I want to assure you that the process is continuing, and I think that is why today is to ask for your prayers that as the Board of Trustees, the Governing Council, and this administration